Good morning, everyone. I've got to get my slides so I know what to say. Okay, thank you. So welcome to Storage Developer Conference. I think it's our 16th year, which is pretty good. I'm David Dale. I'm chairman of SNEER. My day job is Director of Industry Standards at NetApp. And what I'd like to do is to basically give you a brief introduction to the day, and I'll start, though, with a brief introduction to SNEER, in case anybody doesn't know who we are. That works. So this is the one-pager about SNEER, everything you wanted to know. We're a standards development industry association that focuses on standards in the storage arena. We've got a bunch of them there. Some of them have been, some of them are well-established standards. Some of them are just emerging. SNEER Swordfish was announced this week for version 1 work in progress release. We do interoperability assurance to make sure that the standards are adhered to by the various vendors. We have a structure to do technology acceleration and promotion, and this is helping to drive new technologies into the marketplace. It's where a group of vendors can get together with a common interest, share marketing funds, and try and push the technology into the market, sometimes ahead of product. And then finally, we have a long reputation of vendor-neutral education, which we deliver through multiple methods: training and certification, position papers, white papers, and SNEER tutorials and industry conferences. This is our developer conference. It's probably our best established conference. And we say it's for developers, by developers, and it really is. The agenda committee are developers, and hopefully they can provide the kind of information that you find interesting. Okay, so on to the conference this year. I'd like to thank everyone for attending, speakers and plugfesters. Special thanks to sponsors. Sponsorships helps fund the event, which brings ticket prices down for the sessions, so it's good for all of us. So thanks to the platinum, gold, and silvers. Also in there is are the sponsors for the SMB Plugfest, which is happening thanks to Microsoft and NetApp there. This is all of the participants in that particular Plugfest. So you can see it's pretty busy. Stick your head around the door if you're interested. We are also doing a cloud interoperability Plugfest. This one is underwritten by the SNEER's Cloud Storage Initiative. So again, check that out if you want to find anything out about it. And for the first time, we've got Linux Foundation's Kinetic Collaborative project here doing a Plugfest and demos and buffs, I think. So check that out as well. Really interesting stuff. Okay, that's Plugfests. Housekeeping. If you're interested in the agenda and you want to get to it fast and you don't like playing with paper, get the app. It's fairly functional and it's pretty useful. Second thing is evaluations. We spend a lot of time and care and attention on rating all of the presentations so we know what works, what doesn't work. It's good for the speakers to know this. It's good for us to know it so we can continually improve the conference. So please respond to the daily evaluation request that you get for your sessions. Okay, so the agenda for today. This morning is all general sessions, and that's in this room. Then we'll have a break and a showcase at the mezzanine level, which is outside. And then we move into the breakout sessions, and I think there are 4 or 5 tracks running parallel. This evening we have a networking reception, and the sponsors will have tables, so you can go talk to them about what they're doing in this space. And between 7 and 9 we have birds of a feather sessions. The birds of a feather sessions in particular this evening are pretty interesting. We've got one on hyperscaler data center storage usage, so don't miss that. But if you miss that one, don't miss the other two. They're running concurrently, which is great. We've got one about synthetic storage workloads, why they're important, why they're somewhat flawed, and why they're critical to storage array evaluation. So that should be an interesting session. And the other one is on long-term data preservation and the surf container format, which is a SNIA standard, which is in final member vote right now. So it's in the last stages of ratification with SNIA. So that's today's birds of feathers. For the general sessions, we've got an interesting set of topics and speakers. First up will be Dan Maslowski from Citi, who's going to be talking about cloud architecture in the data center and the impact on the storage ecosystem. And basically, a talk with no PowerPoint on this one. This is a real discussion talk. So what happens when you go down the software-defined rabbit hole? Look forward to that. Following Dan, we have Mark Carlson, who's with Toshiba. He's also chairman of the SNIA Technical Council, talking about hyperscaler storage. After that, Jeff Bonwick will be talking about scalable high-performance flash systems. Jeff is co-founder and CTO of DSSD. And the last session for this morning on general sessions is Ed Grachowski and Peter Goglia, who are talking about really the status and future of magnetic hard disk drives. So a good one to finish the morning.